It is great to be back with you. And today we're discussing how to prepare in the very early stages of divorce and the feeling that you may have that you're being deceptive and how uncomfortable that feels. So, first, I want to bring some normalcy to this. So many people who really do divorce well in the very early stages, you're preparing. And we're going to talk about all the things that might fall into that preparation. And typically, if you're coming out of a high conflict marriage and you're protecting yourself, you're doing that in secret. You are getting all of your ducks in a row before you tell your spouse. And so are you being secretive? Are you being deceptive? It makes so much sense that you feel like you're being deceptive. You are keeping from your spouse your new thoughts, your conversations, your plans, your actions. And you're doing all of this while making believe, to whatever degree you can make believe, that things are normal at home. And so, first, it just makes so much sense that you feel uncomfortable, and this may really rub up against your integrity, that you're generally a very honest, straightforward person, and that you truly are feeling out of integrity doing this. And it's complex because there's your integrity in your marriage and with your spouse, and then there's your integrity with yourself. And the reason that I so strongly recommend doing this early preparation before you tell is so that you have clarity in your thoughts, so that you've got some foundation of understanding your rights, so that you have some confidence. So you're really choosing to be secretive to take care of yourself, not to do something to or against your spouse, but to do something for you. And I'm going to say that again because I think this is a concept that will come up over and over again. You're not doing something to him or her when you're secretly preparing, you're doing something for you. Now, they may interpret it otherwise, but your intention is not to harm them, it's to protect yourself. And so let's just take a look at what some of these things are, the elements of secret preparation, let's call them. So the first thing is you're going to be getting clear on your decision. That may require talking to your therapist, your divorce coach, your loved ones, your friends. It might include going to a divorce support group and just getting a feel for it. So, whatever you need, there's that. How do I get clear on my decision? And we know how long that can take. The second thing is often, how can I get clear on my legal rights? And so while you might not be hiring an attorney right now, it would make a lot of sense that you would be talking to people about their experience, that you would be inquiring to get some recommendations for possible matrimonial attorneys. It would make sense that you would actually call that office and schedule a consult and sit and find out what your legal rights are. That would be very self-protective. That would be very proactive, a really good thing to do for you. You might also begin gathering financial documents and making copies. And this is something that you may do because you're afraid that once you say that you're thinking about or that you've decided to get a divorce, that those documents might disappear and you may not have access to them. And so early on, it's strongly encouraged that you find your bank statements and all of your other financial documentation and begin to gather that so that you have it. And then on top of that, there's a lot of other things that individuals do. So one may be that you're creating a new email account so that all of this work that you're doing is completely separate, that they don't know about the email account, they have no access to it. And so it's your safe space, it's your safe inbox. So that would make sense. You may get a post office box if you're going to have documents mailed to you. You may open your own bank account if you want to start putting, whether it's your income or you have other monies that are being loaned to you that you're receiving that you want to put separate so that you can begin taking care of yourself, and so many other things. And so all of these are actions that you're taking that you're hiding from your spouse. And so that feeling of being deceptive makes a lot of sense. And it can bring a lot of guilt and shame and regret and self-condemnation. And so, again, just in terms of your emotions around feeling deceptive, I encourage you to think about it as self-protection. That again, you're doing something for you, not against the other person. And it's important to do all of this before you tell, because the moment that you tell, especially if you're emerging from a high conflict situation, it's going to get very chaotic. You may slip in your confidence. You may no longer have access to certain things. You may not have the time and space to think through and be as strategic as you want to be. And so, again, I really encourage you in this space to trust that being secretive is okay. I'm going to use probably not the greatest analogy, but if you were throwing a surprise for someone, you would do everything before you told them. This isn't about surprising them as much as preparing for you. Once you've decided to tell, you can also come clean and say, I have found out about my rights. I am speaking to a professional to support me. I have begun to try to become more informed about our finances. Like, this is all stuff that you can say. You're not doing anything against them. And so if you're in those early stages and you're thinking about not taking these actions because you don't want to be deceptive, I want you to consider who you would be taking care of, because this is the beginning of maybe I've been caretaking or maybe I've been codependent with my spouse. Now it's time for me to take care of myself and my kids and our future. And so if you're on the fence and you're not sure you want to take these early steps, I would strongly encourage you to consider it a self-protection, self-love, strategic move. That it's not manipulative, it's strategic, and it's for you, not against them. I hope this helps. And as I begin to share more Karen solos, feel free to email info@journeybeyonddivorce.com with any topics that you would like to hear. And I will be back again with another episode real soon. If you've been enjoying these episodes, please take a moment to subscribe and to review our podcast. Those are two ways that more and more people find us, and we can share our content with a larger audience. So thank you for that.
You've been listening to our podcast, Getting Educated, Regulating Your Emotional Reactions, and it's been really helpful. Yet you know you could do better, be better, and you're wanting and needing more support. That's where our coaching service is a game changer. We're here for you when you need us the most, ensuring you have all the tools and resources at your fingertips, guiding and supporting you to be more effective. Our free rapid relief call helps you gain a broader perspective, commit to your best next steps, and determine what coaching support is right for you. Visit rapidreliefcall.com to book your call today. Thanks for joining us on the Journey Beyond Divorce podcast. I hope you found guidance and encouragement to help you along your journey. If you like my podcast, please take a minute to subscribe and leave a review on iTunes. You can also visit us at jbddivorcesupport.com, where our team of coaches support both men and women through our one-on-one coaching, group programs, online courses, and free resources. Stay tuned for our next episode, and I'll talk to you soon.